Yeah, what's up, y'all? This your boy, Devin Sifford. This from my couch to your house. You know what I'm saying? In this episode 8, man, I thought I was gonna be doing the episode, you know what I'm saying, giving the Ravens a pep talk about going to play in Arrowhead and making it to the Super Bowl. Gotta wait till next year, man. You know what I'm saying? Couple couple key mistakes late in the game, costing the game, but I really feel like it's a total complete game, and the mistakes early in the game is what really costing the game because instead of playing from ahead, they was playing from behind, and you can't let a home team need to let you back in the game for y'all to win. You got to come out, you got to execute from the beginning, and get the job done, and they dropped the ball in that sense a little bit. Uh, they dropped the ball in that sense a little bit. You know, they had some turnovers, had a fumble. Lamar Jackson lost a fumble in the first half, threw an interception. And then later in the game, they had to drop 2-point conversion and Andrews fumble. Even before that, when they was on the drive, they could have took the lead. I thought they was coming to take the lead, and I just watched the replay where he turned the wrong way. Like if he turned and after he catch that ball, if he just turned to his left and square his shoulders with the end zone, man, it's no telling how many yards he could have picked up, and they would have been well on their way, and they would have won that game. So better luck next year. You know what I'm saying? Those are the small things that you work on. Catch it, tuck it, put it away, and get north and south. You know what I'm saying? Especially a player like Andrews, like he out there trying to fake guys out and all that. Like that ain't your game. Like you 6'5", 260 something, man. Put your shoulder in these dudes' chest, man, and see how bad they want to tackle. Like you gotta in these playoff games, you gotta bring the physicality. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 49ers fan, and Bill Walsh, he used to say, be the first ones to hit, not get hit. You know what I'm saying? Be the first ones to hit and not get hit. That's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? It's football. You want to be the one striking the blow and not getting hit. You know what I'm saying? So you know, Bills pulled it out. They had an annual playoff matchup with Kansas City. They've been playing them year after year. Here lately, it don't matter whether it's the AFC Championship game or the divisional round. They usually end up having to go through the Bills to get to where they're going, and it won't be no different this year. Josh Allen, you know, what can you say? He an MVP candidate for a reason. If if the award was to be given out now, of course he would win. But it's for the regular season, and I think Lamar Jackson was a little bit better than him in the regular season, and I would vote Lamar Jackson for MVP, but you can't be mad if they give it to Josh Allen either. Uh, Saquon Barkley, he might, you know what I'm saying? He needs some MVP consideration. I know it's a quarterback's world, it's a quarterback's award, but Saquon Barkley, man, hey, I might end up before the Super Bowl, end up giving Philadelphia that speech I was about to give the Ravens, uh, especially with Jalen Hurts running that 44-yard touchdown. Yeah, because listen, let me tell y'all something. Everybody want to have style points and win pretty, and that's not what the playoffs is about. The playoffs is about winning. If you don't win, you go home. somebody else gets the prize. The ultimate prize is the championship. Who cares? Everybody gets the credit when you on the championship team. The quarterback gonna get the credit for being the Super Bowl winning quarterback. The coach gonna get the credit for being the Super Bowl winning coach. It don't matter if he a defensive coach and they win the Super Bowl with offense. I'll give you an example. Brian Billick, he used to be the Vikings offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? When they first got Randy Moss and they like set the record for points in the NFL and went 15-1, had the best offense ever and all this, but they lost in the NFC Championship game. Boom. He becomes the Ravens head coach. You know what I'm saying? And they won the Super Bowl in 2000. Completely different. They didn't win because of their offense. They won because of their defense. But who cares? Because now he's the Super Bowl champion winning coach. That'll always be on his resume. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of these coaches, man, they need to get out their own way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these offensive guru coaches and all of this and all of that, man, get out your own way. Do what makes your team the best team on the field. You trying to play a finesse game way into the Super Bowl when your team got the physical advantage. Take advantage of your advantage. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, on to the game. Philadelphia definitely took advantage of their advantage, and they didn't let the Rams pass rush control the game the way they did last week against the Vikings. They ran it down their throat. Saquon put up another 200 on them the same way he did when they played in L.A. 2 long touchdowns. They executed at home, won the game, advanced. Now they'll host the Redskins next week for the NFC Championship game. Man, that's going to be a great game. They played twice already this season. They split 1-1. I think Philly won handily in Philadelphia earlier. And Washington won by 1 in Washington later on in the season. Jaden Daniels really done matured. He's not a rookie no more, even though he is still a rookie, but he don't play like a rookie. He plays like a vet. And they got a lot of weapons on their team. Shouts out to Charlotte's own De'Ami Brown on their team. Hopefully he have a big game in the NFC Championship game and they get this berth to the Super Bowl and he get out there on Super Sunday too. But I just look forward to be a great game, man. I'm a do the knowledge and I'll come with my preview, you know, that Saturday right before the championship games. But tonight, the first championship being played for since I started the show, and it's Ohio State versus Notre Dame. It's gonna be a great game, I think. I think Ohio State win by like 6, 23-17. That's the score I'm coming up with in my head. Both teams real good on defense, so I feel like it'll be some big plays made, but it won't be a lot of sustained drives. It won't be a lot of sustained success. It'll just be some big plays here and there, and then maybe one team make a late drive, put it away. Maybe Notre Dame make a late drive and get it back close and see what they could do with the onside kick or something like that, and then, you know, Ohio State get a couple first downs, run the clock out, win the championship. But who knows? These games be up and down all over the place. You know, that was a great game yesterday, man. I would have liked to see the Ravens not beat themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing when you lose to a team that's better, but when you beat yourself, man, you know that's a hard pill to swallow, man. You know what I'm saying? I know all them guys is like, man, we let this one slip away. We should be playing to go to the Super Bowl, and you know they wanted that back. They lost by a toenail when they played Kansas City earlier in the season. You can't never look ahead. You gotta always take care of the business that's in front of you. Always remember that. Take care of the business that's in front of you, and then you will get to that next thing. You know what I'm saying? They might have took for granted that they could beat Buffalo a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And Buffalo jumped on them as they should, put their foot on their neck and wouldn't let them up, even when Baltimore had the opportunity when it was 19-24 and they was driving to go up. They forced a big turnover, you know, and after that, you know, it was drove down and got the field goal and made it an 8-point game. So that's what made Baltimore need the 2-point conversion. You know what I'm saying? To tie the game. And of course he dropped the ball. That's it. You know, it would be interesting if they had scored before that, because they probably still would have went for 2. But it would be interesting what they called in that situation when they didn't have to have the 2-point conversion. They just wanted the 2-point conversion in case Buffalo drove down and kicked the field goal to tie the game. You know what I'm saying? It would be for them to kick the tie instead of kick for the lead, because the score would have put them up 26-24. But with the 2-point conversion, it would have been 27-24. So they still would have went for 2. It would be interesting what they would call in that situation. Ahead instead of behind. You know what I'm saying? But man, great game by the Bills, great game by Philadelphia. They both protected home field. Now Buffalo travels to Kansas City, and Philadelphia Philadelphia hosts Washington. So, you know, them gonna be some great championship games. You know, they not the teams I wanted to see playing, but they the teams that earned it on the field, and that's all that matters. You know, like I said, I do my study of the teams and the strengths and weaknesses, and I'll give my preview before the championship game. It's a lot of NBA games today too. You know what I'm saying? It's Martin Luther King Day. You know the NBA always do it big, just like on Christmas, and so it's like 5 NBA games a day. You know what I'm saying? I know the Warriors play. I know the Suns play. I know the Cavs playing. I know the Hornets playing Memphis today, or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? No, we play the Mavericks. We play the Mavericks, Dallas at home. So, you know, hey, check them out. You know, I think it'll be a couple upsets out there today in the NBA. But I'll be back, talk about those games, the championship game. You know what I'm saying? This from my couch to your house. I'm Devin Siffer. I'm up, and I'm out.